Now then, people, and welcome back to your fourth video of the day. You are once, twice, three, four times a lady. And it is, of course, another link. This one is probably a player that we've all heard an awful lot about. He's, I guess, older years, allow that a lot of these ones we've been linked to thus far who are really, really exciting are at the start of their career. This guy is coming towards the back end. Is it, of course, Otavio, 27-year-old Otavio from Porto, primarily a right midfielder, but can play in attacking midfield and left midfield. Remember Leeds United? I remember Graham Smith saying that if Leeds United do look to replace Rafinha, which indeed, with all these links coming over the last 12 to 24 hours, it certainly looks like we are making moves, is the fact that they may opt for a winger, but someone who can also play central. Because I don't think we ever got the best out of Rafinha when he played central. We struggled when we played in such a narrow system. If you have players that can play as a winger and play centrally and switch around, then when you want to go to a 4-2-3-1 or you want to play your 4-2-2, you have the players that have the talent to do that. And apparently Leeds United have had a bid rejected for FC Porto winger Otavio. Now, there's a lot of reports saying Villa were the club that have made this bid. But apparently that's not true. And last night it came out that Leeds United have had a bid rejected. A proposal of 30 million euros had gone in for Otavio. However, he only recently signed a new deal and apparently he has an exit clause, a release clause of 60 million euros, which equates to about 52 million. Let me just say this. I don't want to be paying that sort of money for an Otavio who's 27-year-old. And I guess some want that big name, and Otavio would probably present a bigger name than a Gakpo or a CDK for those fans that want them marquee big name signings. But it don't make business sense for me personally. Let Villa do that. But listen, Otavio is a great player, and of course he has been attracting attention for many years. But after a superb campaign in Portugal in the last season, where he scored 5 goals and provided 14 assists, helped Porto to win the league and a cup double. It's now that Premier League clubs are saying, right, okay, ready. Maybe he is ready to make that move. As I said, apparently Leeds have made the bid 25.9 million, which equates to around about 30 million euros. But Porto took little time to make a decision and swiftly snubbed the offer from the Whites. Look, like I say, he's got a big release clause, but I don't want to be getting close to 52 million for a player that's 27 in Otavio. And it's not always guaranteed to work to come from Portugal. I still think the jury's out on Darwin Núñez. We'll see. I might be wrong, but I think it's a heavy layout for a player who might not make that seamless transition. But of course, there are some that come and it does really work. You've just to look at Bruno Fernandes from across the Pennines. Regardless of what you say, he was a great buy for Manchester United. Before Ronaldo came in, he was carrying them on his own, But look, if Leeds United do want to sign Otavio, then they'll have to get a lot closer to that 52 million pound mark. But I'm not sure. I want to know your thoughts in the comments. Would you rather Leeds sign the Gakpo and a CDK over, an established Otavio? Look, Otavio has predominantly played on the right for Porto this season, but he's also featured on the other flank. And he's someone who works very, very hard for the team, so therefore would suit Jesse Marsch's preferred pressing style. And he has some of the quality and flair that Leeds would want from a Rafinha replacement. But again, there's going to be a lot of work to be done in order to get this one over the line. And apparently one of the major obstacles is the player himself is happy at Portugal. And he's also worried about his World Cup chances. Even at 27, the right midfielder isn't guaranteed a call-up. We know that Portugal are stacked specifically in that area. And he only made his debut for Portugal last September. The guy's 27. He's only just got into the squad. So would he want to rock the boat, especially when you consider you have a World Cup on the horizon? So that's something to consider. They don't really want to sell Otavio. Yes, he's technically gifted and has the ability to conjure up moments of brilliance, but I think there are better options out there at a cheaper price with a bigger resale value and bigger potential. Of course, Otavio will probably excite every man and his dog, but I think it's a little bit too much for a player of his age. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. That was your link to Otavio. The next video that will be dropping is concerning a possible outgoing. So keep it locked to the Just Joe Football Show, and I'll see you in a bit. Peace out. Leeds, Leeds, Leeds.